Nanda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Vande Guru Nisha Bhakta Nisha Nishavatarakan Tat Prakasham Tat Shakti Krishna Chaitanya Sangyakam Granthera Arambha Kori Mangala Charana Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinira Smarana Haya Vigana Vinashana Anayasa Sapal Nija Vanchita Purana Ajanulambita bhujau kanakavadato sankirtanaikapitaro kamalayatakshaw vishwambarodujvaro yugadharma palo vande jagat priyakaro karuna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So thank you so much, dear Vaishnavas, for joining. Shilpa Mataji, Raman Prabhu, Vipul Prabhu, and Manjali Priya Devi. Thank you so much for your kind association. So we are reading Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta, Adi Lila, chapter 5, entitled The Glories of Lord Shri Balarāma, Nityaṁ Mahaprabhu. And we have read till text 126. Sorry, we read a little more yesterday. 132. So we're talking about the faith. We're talking about faith in Krishna consciousness. The Lord comes in various forms, plenary portions. So we should not fight over these things. And we also discuss some aspects from the chapter 10 of Bhagavad Gita called Vibhuti Yoga. And Prabhupada gives a very detailed purport in text 132, explaining this subject matter as well. With that, let's move on to the next verse, which is 133. Ateva Śrī Krishna Caitanya Gosai Sarva Avatara Lila Kari Sabara Dekhai. Translation by Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has exhibited to everyone all the pastimes of all the various incarnations. Hare Krishna. What does it mean here? Anyone? So,
to all devotees, like Sharabhuja to I forgot the name, Saraswati. So
yes. So Lord Chaitanya, very nice, Prabhu. Lord Chaitanya showed his form as Vamana, as Narsimha, as Rama, as Krishna, as Narsimha, and as Vipul Prabhu mentioned, there's a beautiful, painting we may have seen like this. So the Shadbhuj, the 6 arm, 2 arms. I think this one is more clear. 2 arms carrying the flute. It's showing the bluish Krishna form. 2 carrying bow and arrow. Lord Ramachandra, the green you see here. And 2 carrying the sannyasi staff and the kamandalu of this renounced order, referring to the Lord Chaitanya. This deity is there at multiple places. So Shadbhuj form. And of course, when Jagai and Madai pastime, he called out the chakra, the Vishnu carries the chakra. and he showed various forms at various times to his devotees. So that's the essence here. Lord Chaitanya exhibited in all the pastimes. Okay, let's read the next verse. Yes, Prabhu, you want to read?
Sure, Prabhuji. Hare Kṛṣṇa devotees, Dandavat Pranam, all Vishnu Śrīla Prabhupada. Text 134. এই রূপে নিত্যানন্দ অনন্ত প্রকাশ সেই ভাবে কহে মুই চৈতন্যর দাস। Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Śrīla Prabhupada ki joy. The Lord Nityaānanda has unlimited incarnations. In transcendental emotion, he calls himself a servant of Lord Chaitanya. So, as we know that Lord Chaitanya Mahāprabhu is nothing but Krishna, is a supreme person of Godhead, but he took the humble position of a servant of the Lord in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Lila as a devotee, great devotee. Back to Prabhuji. Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Krishna. So we discussed a verse also a few verses back. Ishvara seva nahi aur jane. That means he does not know anything but to serve Krishna. And the word used here is Chaitanya Das, which reminds me of a beautiful verse again. Chaitanya Das moi Chaitanya Das, Chaitanya Das moi dasiranu das. This is a wonderful prayer to remember that we are the servants of Chaitanya. Chaitanya Das, the word is coming. Chaitanya Das moi Chaitanya. So what is he saying? I am Chaitanya Das. He is not claiming to be the enjoyer God. He is claiming to be the servant God. I am the servant. Balarāma is the Sevak Bhagavan. He is always willing to serve, expand himself in different forms, as we discussed. Umbrella, bed, pillow, slippers, resting seat, right? Then throne, then clothes, then residence, etc., etc. The yagya thread. So many ways he expands only for one reason. Chaitanya Das, I am the servant. So we should also. This is true ego. This is not false ego. To always be thinking that I am Krishna's servant. I'm a spirit soul. I'm not this body, not Indian or American, not black, white, not engineer, doctor, Gopir Bhartur, Padikamalya or Das, and this is true ego. Let's read the next verse, 135.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I can read.
Yes, that will be great, Prabhu, please.
Hare Krishna. Kabuhu Guru, Kabuhu Sakha, Kabuhu Dhatya Lila, Purve Yena Tina Bhave, Varaje Kaila Khela. Hare Krishna, all glories to Śrī Caitanya. Purport translation. Sometimes he serves Lord Chaitanya as his guru, sometimes as his friend, and sometimes as his servant. Just as Lord Balarāma played with Lord Krishna in these three different moods in Vraja.
Well, thank you so much, Prabhu. This is a beautiful verse again. Talking Balarāma Purnima is coming in just a week from now. Next Thursday, actually, is Balarāma Purnima. So here, three primary moods are mentioned: Guru, Sakha, Bhritya. Bhritya means servant. Guru means, of course, you all know Guru means teacher. Bhritya means servant, Sakha means friend. So Lord Balarāma did play all these pastimes, all these roles, and as we will discuss in there are multiple pastimes, like how one time he broke the sannyasi staff of, one time he would act as a servant. Oh, our master, like going into the Jagai and Madai story. He said, no, don't blame us. There's a wonderful conversation between Haridas Thakur and Nityaṁ Prabhu. Nityaṁ Prabhu will go to Jagai and Madai and other such miscreants and give them holy name, and they would try to kill them. And then Haridas Thakur say, why are you so crazy, you Avaduta? Why are you so crazy? Can't be like sober and give this to people who are like sober. He said, why are you blaming me? Blame my master. Our master has told us. Jare dekho tare kao Krishna upadesh, whomever you see, don't blame me. So in that way, he would do multiple roles. Sometimes he would, take the role as and like breaking the danda is basically like acting as a superior. Like a servant cannot break the danda of his sannyasi guru. Even a friend cannot even dare to break the, but like breaking the danda is basically like signifying that, hey, you are above all these. You are above. You are not just a sannyasi. You are not just a renunciate. You are the Supreme Lord. You're above all these varna and ashrama. So like that, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda would do. We can focus on trying to remember this verse, and beautiful words are there. Kabo Guru, Kabo Sakha, Kabo Bhritya Lila, Purvayena Tina Bhave Vraja, Koila Khela. Khela means play, playful pastime. So Purva means pehle, Yena Tina Bhave, teen bhavo mein, in three moods, Vraje Koila Khela or Vraje Khela. That means they did playful pastimes with Krishna in Vraja. Brajendra Nandana Jai, Sachisuta Hoilo Sei, Balarāma Hoilo Nitai. So nice verse to remember. Kaba Guru, Kaba Sakha, Kaba Bhritya Lila, Purva Yena Tina Bhave, Raja Khela. It reminds us of Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, Krishna, Balarāma, and their playful dealings in Vrindavan, in Navadvip. So beautiful verse. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, maybe my son would like to read this.
Oh wow, that will be wonderful.
Vrisa Hana Krishna Sana Mata Mati Rana
Kabahu Krishna Kare Tanra
Ada
Samvahan. No, read the translation.
Playing like a bull, Lord Balarāma fights with Krishna head to head, and sometimes Lord Krishna massages the feet of Lord Brahma.
Balarāma.
Yeah.
Balarāma. Hare Krishna.
Very cool. Thank you. What's your good name, my friend?
His name is Akshay.
Yeah.
Akshay. That's beautiful. Akshay is a name of Krishna too. Playing like a bull. So all these fighting games which kids play, I don't know if Akshay also plays this with his friends. Head-on collision, like bulls. Have you seen bull fighting? Like they are like basically like head to head, trying to fight and trying to win over each other. Now, this is the transcendental pastimes of the Lord. This is the friendship with the Sakhas, with Lord Balarāma. So this is like showing more like a friendship Lila or Sakhya, as we discuss. Kabo Sakha, Vraje Kohila Khela. as Lord Krishna and Balaram would play, and they would sometimes become bullfight. That's where the bullfight, I guess, is coming from, because Krishna is the source of everything. And sometimes Lord Krishna massages the feet of Lord Balaram. There is a very, very beautiful painting, which I guess we should see at this point. Krishna massaging Balaram. So what Lila is depicted here in this, like what rasa? Can Lakshay or Akshay tell? When Krishna is massaging the feet of Balaram, what is the rasa between the two, or the relationship? What do you think, Lakshay? So here we see Krishna is massaging Balaramji.
Dasya, service.
Yeah. So Krishna is the servant. Krishna becomes the servant, and basically Balaram is a superior here, elder, like a father. We can say father, like children are supposed to massage the feet of the parents. Like, you can also try that. Your father will be very happy, right? Akshay. Wow. We have Akshay and we have Lakshay.
What do you think this means? Balarāma is massaging Krishna's feet. What does this mean to you?
No, this is here. Krishna is massaging Balaram in this one, but the roles are changed. You see the sweetness of their relationship? In this one, Balaram is massaging Krishna's feet. So Balaram takes all the rasas as a superior and as a subordinate both. Yeah.
So what's the question?
The question is, what do you mean? What do you understand from that?
That they have
the Krishna is massaging Balaram's feet and Balaram is massaging Krishna's feet.
That they have great
Wait, what did you say?
That they get along really well.
Yeah, they get along very good. They have a lot of love and respect for each other. Yeah. And there's also a very nice lesson that the disciple or the subordinate should massage the feet of the elders, like a son must massage the feet of the father, the mother, right? When especially they are young. The guru feet must be massaged by the disciple, right? We may not get much of these physical opportunities of this seva called Vapu Seva, but whenever we get, we must be very hungry and eager. And sometimes we get to host Vaishnavas, we should ask them, Prabhu, you must be tired, can I massage your feet? We must ask them. What do you think, Lakshay? That's a good idea? To massage or the parents' legs, to give them comfort a little bit. They work so hard. The spiritual master, the preachers, they're traveling so much. It's not easy so much. And if we are genuinely hungry, hankering, then Krishna will bestow us with those services. So for those of you who host Vaishnavas, have to be mindful of the timing, etc. Also, they should timing in. But if we ask at the right time and the timing is there, they have time and it's not. They will certainly bless us with that service, and that's very great. That's very, very great service, serving, because just think about, we are, I mean, it's not easy to do that service all the time. But when we try, of course, we have to be mindful. Prabhu to Prabhus, Matas to Matas, right? Senior Vaishnavis should do to senior Vaishnavis. Prabhus should do to Prabhus. So that we have to be mindful of our external situations also. And Krishna will certainly bless us if we try. Hankering, whenever we see, whenever we meet devotees, we should ask. And certainly it's not that just by massaging one will make spiritual progress, but one should be, the main is Vani Seva, which we all know. But if we get opportunity for Vapu Seva, we should try that also, right? Why not? Krishna is showing by his example. Krishna used to massage the feet of his Guru Sandipani Muni. So we should also try our best. Hare Krishna. Next verse. Yes, Manjali, pray, want to read 137.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to God. अपना के भृत्य करी कृष्ण प्रभु जाने कृष्ण कला कला अपना के माने. He considers himself a servant and knows Krishna to be his master. Thus he regards himself as a fragment of his plenary portion. Thank you. Back to you.
Hare Krishna, thank you. So he considers in multiple aspects. Like in the previous Lila, he is considering himself as Guru. Is it not? Because a servant, how can a servant allow the master to massage his feet, right? So the mood here is different. How can a servant say, hey master, let's play bullfight? You and me, let's fight with each other. That's not a servant, that's like friendship. And friends don't generally like massage each other's feet, right? They are more like fighting, playing, and there is Sakya Rasa. But this is more like Guru and disciple. But here, this verse talks more about Lord Balarāma becoming the disciple. He considered himself as a disciple, and as we just saw in this picture, this is more in that lines, right? Now he has taken a subordinate position, and he is massaging or serving Krishna as his master. Hare Krishna. Any other comments anyone has? Okay, Lakshay, Prabhu, your turn.
Visayamano Nadanto Yuyudate Para Asparam Anukritya Rutejantum Cheritu Prakrito Yata. As they said, acting just like ordinary boys, they played like rolling bulls as they fought each other, and they imitated the calls of various animals. Purpose. This and the following quotation are from the Bhāgavatam 10.11.40 and 10.15.14. Hare Krishna, please.
Do you also play lecture like this with your friends? Like making out sounds of different animals? You do that sometimes? Yeah, these days actually the natural play has gone and more like gadgets and stuff, but it's not your fault. It's just how the generation and the technology is actually spoil the natural fun and flavor and frolic which was there with nature. Playing with nature is very healthy actually. We see Krishna and Balarāma are not playing video games, right? They used to play with balls. They used to play with like fruit balls, like fruits will fall from the trees and they would play and kick that. So that will be their, like football. They would throw catch and they would like fighting, and they're calling out, like making the sound of a cow and peacock and tiger and bull and different animals. They are basically doing they're roaring bulls. They played like roaring bulls and imitated the sound. So this is natural, fun, healthy, close to nature, and we can learn that Krishna used to play like this. So we should also try to play as much as possible with nature, and as little as practical with the gadgets. We all know this, that indoor playing is not healthy. Spend time with nature is healthy for body, mind, emotions, soul, and natural development. And this is what Lord Krishna is showing. So in short, the point here is that they would be busy in the Sakhya Rasa, and doing these activities. 139. Sushilpa Mataji, want to read, please?
Prabhu, I'll try. Kvachit krida pariswantam gopot sangopa barhanam gopot sango gopa barhanam swayam vishramayante aryam pada samvahanadi nadi. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sometimes when Lord Krishna's elder brother, Lord Balarāma, felt tired after playing and lay his head on the lap of a cowherd boy, Lord Krishna himself served him by massaging his feet. Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Your bosses.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much, Mataji. Isn't that a beautiful verse? And
Yes,
actually, we just saw the picture,
Yep.
right? The picture we saw.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you see look at the intricacy of the picture. These pictures are, as Prabhupada said, windows to the spiritual world. So exactly as we read the verse, this picture, should come to our mind. So Balramji they're all, they had their good round of play, doing playful activities. After playing, Balram felt tired. Of course, he is Balram. He doesn't get tired. He's holding all the universes. But the Lila is there. And then he is laying his head on the lap of one of the cowherd boys. In this case, this cowherd boy, who also seems very happy, right? And look at that. Everyone is so happy. And Krishna is nicely doing pad samvahana. That's a word used here. Pad samvahan. That's basically massaging the lotus feet. Adi bihi. Adi means etc. Right? So they would do massaging his feet, etc. And maybe fanning. So it looks like someone was fanning, someone was playing this conch. You see? So they are trying to do different things here, Lord, to serve Lord Balram. So here he has taken the mood of an elder, like a guru. And in this way, they are just relishing, doing the wonderful pastimes. Swaghosham nimajjantam akhyapayantam. Inundating everyone. Inundating for all of us. Why Krishna does pastimes? So we can remember these pastimes. We can meditate upon these pastimes. We can draw different lessons from these pastimes. So, Pad Samvahana, new word for those who like to build up gradually their Sanskrit vocabulary. We can remember this. Pad Samvahana. Pad means feet. Samvahana. Let's see what Samvahana other places is used. Samvahana, massaging the feet. Pad Samvahana. Massage. Samvahana means massage. Okay, let's read one more verse. 140. Who has not read and wants to read? Munna Mataji, would you like to read, please?
I can read, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Mataji, please go ahead.
Namaste Pranam everyone, or Krishna Prabhupada. Text 140. Keyam bakuta ayata daibi banarjuta suri prayo mayastu me vartunarna mehapi bimohini. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Who is this mystic power and where has she come from? Is she a demigod or a demoness? She must be the illusory energy of my master Lord Krishna, for who else can bewilder me? Purport. The playful pastimes of the Lord caused suspicion in the mind of Lord Brahma, and therefore Lord Brahma, to test Krishna's lordship, stole all the Lord's calves and cowherd boys with his own mystic power. Sri Krishna responded, however, by replacing all the calves and boys in the field. Lord Balarāma's thoughts of astonishment at such wonderful retaliation are recorded in this verse. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 10.13.37. So, from Krishna's childhood pastime, Lord Brahma actually stole what its purport Prabhupada is writing to test to test the power of Lord Krishna. Lord Brahma did that, stole all his calves and cowherd boys, but Krishna, with his power, he becomes all the calves and cowherd boys by himself. Like all looks like calves and cowherd boys. Like Krishna become like cowherd boys and calves. And then Lord Brahma understood after 1 year, he released all the calves and boys, and they take the and ask Krishna's punishment and forgiveness from Krishna. Lord Brahma realized that. Back to Prabhuji, please add. I don't understand the translation. Who is this mystic power? She, where does she come from? Please explain.
It's referring to the Shakti. Brahma, after getting bewildered when he saw that, he had hid the calves and the Krishna's friends in his loka, and how come these are present here? So this phenomenon was very astonishing to Lord Brahma, whose body is made up of full intelligence, and so therefore he's just like so amazed, like what is this going on? Who is this mystic power? So Shakti is basically addressed in a feminine form, right? When we say Shakti is feminine, Shaktiman is masculine. So therefore the she is used. Where has she come from? Is she a demigod or a demoness? She must be the illusory energy of my master Lord Krishna, for who else can bewilder me? Who else can bewilder me? Who else can bewilder Lord Brahma? Only the illusory energy of Lord Krishna himself. Thinking in this way, Lord Brahma was able to see with the eye of transcendental knowledge that all these cows and Krishna's friends were expansions of the form of Śrī Krishna. That's actually the next verse. If we go to the Canto 10, chapter 15, text 37. So 38 is this. Balram. What to this? Actually, in this verse, text 37, if you see, Prabhupada is mentioning Balaram was astonished. So it's a little interesting here. But in the purport of Caitanya-caritāmṛta, text 140, Prabhupada is mentioning that Brahma was astonished or caused suspicion. Lord Balaram's thought of astonishment at such wonderful retaliation are recorded. Okay, so there's no confusion. It's the same. So it's Balaram's. This is referring to Balaram. Balaram, when he saw that how come these when Brahma had kidnapped or put those in a in the yoga nidra or Balaram saw that everyone is attracted to, even the calves are attracted to their children, even the gopis are attracted to their children so much like never before, because it was Krishna. So it's the Balaram's thought. The Balaram cannot be bewildered by anything, only by the transcendental energy of the Lord. And that too because to show the Lila. But Balaram understood later that this is none other than, as mentioned in this verse, thinking in this way, Lord Balaram was able to see with the eye of transcendental knowledge that these calves, Krishna's friends, were expansions of Krishna himself. So that basically cleared the picture. Yeah. And Mantlali mentioned, so that day was actually Lord Balaram's birthday. So interesting. His birthday is coming now in a week. So that day was the killing of Aghasura. And Balaram, so Balaram was not kidnapped by Brahma. When Brahma kidnapped, when this pastime was going on, and Brahma kidnapped the calves and the cowherd boys, but Balaram was at his home because it was his birthday and he was busy doing certain spiritual activities. Is that okay? Any more comments, corrections, additions? Okay, one last verse, but it's already 8:50 actually. Shall we read one more? We started late, so we can do that, I guess. One last verse. Sudhir Prabhu, interview.
Sure, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna devotees, Dandat Pranam, Krishna Śrīla Prabhupada. Text number 141. Yasyangri pankajara rajo akhila lokapaler maule uttamer dhratam upasita tirtam brahma bhavo aham apiyasya kalaya shres ko kotva me chiram asya napasanam kwa. Sorry. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. What is the value of a throne to Lord Krishna? The masters of various planetary systems accept the dust of his lotus feet on their crowned heads. That dust makes the holy place sacred, and even Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lakshmi, and myself, who are all portions of his planetary portion, eternally carry the dust of our heads. Perfect. When the Kauravas, to flatter Baladeva so that he would become their ally, spoke ill of Śrī Krishna, Lord Baladeva became angry and spoke in the verse of Bhāgavatam 10:68-37. So Hare Kṛṣṇa Prabhuji, as we know, Krishna is the cause of all causes. Even so many Lakshmi Devis are, waiting to serve Lord Krishna. In Brahma Samhita also it is there. And also here Prabhupada mentions that, Kauravas wanted to, because Balarāma, I think, was kind of a guru for Duryodhana. So they want to take advantage of that, and they, when they spoke ill about Lord Krishna, Balarāma became very angry, and in fact he threatened to kill all of them also. If I understand correctly, please add Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Thank you so much, bro. So very nice verse again. And Prabhupada gives the context that when Kauravas, to flatter Baldev so that he would become their ally, spoke ill of Krishna. So during the time of war, trying to get, we know that Balramji was not on one side. Practically, he was on a pilgrimage the whole time this Mahabharata war. He came at the very end, and he did witness the sight of Duryodhana and Bhima's match, which is a big story in itself. But the point here is that, let's meditate upon some of the words here. Yasyangri pankaja rajo akhila lokapale. Lokapale means those who maintain the world, the masters of various planets. Akhila lokapale. So this can refer to multiple, like Lord Brahma, Shiva, Indra, etc., etc. All of them are taking the Yasyangri pankaja. So the dust of his lotus feet, they are putting on their head. So eternally, as Prabhupada is mentioning, eternally, what they are doing? So here I, who's I here? Let's see. Who's I here? Or Brahma, Shiva, even the goddess of fortune and I are simply
Lord Balaram.
Lord Balaram, correct. As we just read, because this is a, sorry, this is the actual word. Lord Balaram spoke this verse as we just read. So what are they doing? They're eternally keeping the dust. So sometimes people say, hey, Lord Shiva is supreme, hey, Brahma is supreme, hey, this is supreme, that's supreme. So clearly mentioned here, who is supreme? What are they eternally doing? Eternally. Mama janmani janmani ishwari. Bhavatad bhaktira hetu kitwai. Janmani Janmani Ishwari, they are keeping the dust of Krishna's Yasyangri Pankaja Rajo Akhila Lokapale. They eternally carry that dust. So we can also develop that mood, eternally carrying the dust of Guru's lotus feet, Krishna's lotus feet. That's our life and soul. That's a real formula for happiness, to eternally carry that. Not for a day, not on Sundays, not on Janmashtami, but every day, 24/7. And that's what we do actually, right, Lakshay? How can you link it to the Vaishnava Tilak class? Can you link what we are reading it to Vaishnava Tilak class? You're on mute, I can't hear you. What's the tilak? Always carrying Krishna's lotus feet on our head, right? We discussed that. Because this is the dust of the gopis. This is the dust of, coming from the sacred Dwarka, Gopi Chandana. So we should eternally carry the marks of Krishna's lotus feet and Krishna's great devotee Tulasi on our head. Okay? It's a practical application. Are you practicing to put?
Yes, Prabhupada. I think I did yesterday. I didn't do it. I'm not doing it every day, but I'm trying to do it.
Please try. Please try every day. One in the morning, one in the evening, and you will be very happy. There is a lot of importance. I mean, it's not just for Lakshay, but actually for everyone. We must put tilak, and especially these days, right? One time His Grace Prashant Mukund Prabhu was traveling, and he was mentioning that he was traveling. He reached at a place and around maybe like 9 p.m. or so, and he took bath, and and then after bath he put tilak. I think that's actually real bathing. Without putting tilak, actually we're not even bathing. And then Prabhu, the guest asked, "Hey, Baba, now you're going to sleep only in 15-20 minutes. Why are you putting tilak now? You're not going to temple, you're not going to give class, you're not going to do this, that." He says, "What if I die in the sleep? So many people die in the sleep, right? Do we know today when we go to sleep, do we know when we're going to get up for sure? No one knows that. So we must put tilak all the time." Okay, so we will pause there and meditate upon this pastime. Yasyangri Pankaja Rajo Akhila Lokapale. We can meditate upon Krishna massaging Balarāma, Balarāma massaging Krishna, and having their threefold exchange. Who remembers the three Leelas that we read today? 3 ways there, Balarāma. Yes, Lakshmi?
The Dasyam, the bullfighting as friendship, and Sakyam as friendship, Dasyam as service. When Krishna was massaging the feet of Lord Balarāma, and
very nice. So Guru, Sakha, and Das. Nritya. Guru, Sakha, and Nritya. Very nice. Granth Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Purana ki jai, Shri Krishna Balarāma ki jai, Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki jai, Shri Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Mahāprabhu ki jai, Antya kalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhyev cha, patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaः. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada.